Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, set!
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right there, hurt.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Drop 60.
And Stroud now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tiger.
Stroud looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Spears.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep is Tank Dell.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
He's got the hook up with Conley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Henry going to have a Titans first down. Is the tackle going to be made up at the 37?
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Titans 14, Texans 3.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Levis now on 1st and 10.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The Titans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And now a run with Spears.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and short, it's Levis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Levis. Open man, that's Henry.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And Levis going to change the play. Here's a run by Spears. And he's got it down to the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Levis. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Levis from the gun.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Texans 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Levis to throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. Levis looking to move him around a bit.
Second and 1. Open man is Higgins. Touchdown!
T. Higgins.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Texans 3.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Kevin McPherson sets the kickoff.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Levis back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Spears.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Levis looking to throw. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First and 10, it's Levis. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Levis throwing again on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Levis. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
At the 31-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48.
A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go, Reed, go. Check it, check it.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
That's complete. It's Collins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. Riggs, Riggs. Nineteen tight. Dragon 60. Ready.
Again, it's Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Spears.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
19 tight. Buffalo 18. Riggs.
Levis on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Stroud to throw it.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
He completes it to Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Levis.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that And sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
19 Tiger.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Got it. Ready? Curve 19. Curve 19. 19 Lions.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Zay Flowers
From 10 yards out.
And the Titans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey.
Here's Stroud.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
70 Rangers. Warriors 70. Ready.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete there to Conley.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here we go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles,